Yo, you there?
Still there.
We live right now on Vegas Jackpot 100, man, and I wasn't able to get $1 Million or Boss Hizzle to join us, but if you like, we go ahead and get our picks in for the week. You know what I'm saying? Now that we live. What's up, Velez?
You already know.
What's good with you, man? You ready for week 3 NFL picks?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, you know, last week's picks went rather well for Boss Hizzle. He was 5-0. And we posted the results on the Vegas Jackpot 100 IG page. Boss Hizzle didn't pick one single game wrong. So big up to Boss Hizzle. We really wanted to get him back on to see if maybe he could get one of them wrong this week. But maybe he's just going to retire 5-0 on top. Like his name's John Elway or something like that. But Velez was 3-1 and shoulder shrug because he had picked the cheerleaders in the Baltimore game. So he's 3-1 in shoulder shrug, and I was 3-2. You know what I'm saying? So that was last week's results. So now we're going to shift from week 2 to week 3. And as we make that shift and we flip the calendar page from week 2 to week 3 of the NFL season, we're looking at a game tomorrow between the New York Giants and the 49ers. Who you got in that game, Velez?
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now, New York Giants seem like they're really struggling. They've played 8...
building. Yeah, I think they still losing for the past 5 years?
Well, they did make it to the playoffs and win one playoff game in 2022. But this season, they've played 8 quarters of football and only showed up for one of them. The other 7 of those 8 quarters, they was just not good at all. Arizona was throttling them for the first 3 quarters of week 2. And all of a sudden, they showed up. I got the 49ers in that game as well. 10 a.m. on Sunday, the New England Patriots are playing the New York Jets. Who you got in that game?
I'm going with the New York Jets.
Yeah, and I'm picking the Patriots in that game. You know, I think the Jets are going to lose this game because they still don't have a quarterback. You know, they had a quarterback, but he got hurt in week 1. And the guy that Aaron Rodgers replaced, sure, he could throw the ball real well, but he don't have a good understanding of this pro game yet. And so he's struggling. I think his struggles will continue against Bill Belichick's mastermind. And Bill Belichick is 0-2. He's searching for his first win of the 2023 season. I think they get this win against the New York Jets. Okay, the LA Chargers are facing the Vikings at 10 a.m. at the same time. So you need the Red Zone channel to keep up with all this. Who you got between LA Chargers and Minnesota Kirk Cousins?
I'm going to take Minnesota Vikings. You already know it.
So you got the Vikings. I'm picking LA Chargers. You know, the Chargers are also winless. They're 0-2. They played some pretty strong teams so far. And their quarterback is really good. I think they put it all together and get their first win of the season against the Minnesota Kirk Cousins and them Vikings. And the last pick for this week is the New Orleans Saints, the beloved team of First Class to Blast Omega Red. They are playing Big Spook's favorite team, the Green Bay Packers. So who you got between the Omega Red First Class to Blast Saints against the Big Spook Packers? Who you got in that game?
The cheerleaders.
The cheerleaders. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers in this game. And here's the reason why. You know, Derek Carr, he's had ups and downs. And I don't know if he's coming or going. He's like when you smoke a blunt with crack in it. You know what I'm saying? The woozy shit. You don't know what's going on with Derek Carr, man. Sometimes he going this way, sometimes he going that way. He be so zigzag. And I think that's going to continue for the rest of the season with the up and down, up and down. He remind me a lot of Jake the Snake Plumber. You know what I'm saying? You remember Jake the Snake?
Yes, I remember Jake.
Yeah, so Derek Carr, man, I think he may throw 5-6 interceptions in this game. I got Jordan Love solidifying his role as a legitimate franchise quarterback and taking this W. You know what I'm saying? So we picked 4 games last week. We picked 4 games the week before. I see you got the cheerleaders. Do you want to make another pick, or you want to go ahead and just say, hey, 4 is enough like the last couple weeks? What you got?
Come on. Let's take another pick. Okay.
All right. So let's go with one more game. I'm going to put this game on here because I'm going to be honest with you. My family will be at this game. My brother and my dad and a couple of my homies from Philly are traveling to Tampa Bay, Florida to take on the Ziploc Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? Led by the guy who won a playoff game as a Brown, Baker Mayfield. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to Tampa Bay to take on the Baker Mayfield Ziploc Buccaneers. Who you got in that game?
Well, Philly, where do you think I live and reside?
I know you live and reside in Philly, but you know, you gotta make a pick. You know what I'm saying? I got a P on my hat. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Blue.
With Philly.
You know,
Tampa Bay is not like it used to be.
I mean, if you could see what I'm wearing right now, it's really confusing who I might pick because, you know, the Philadelphia Phillies, they play their spring ball in the Tampa Bay area in a city called Clearwater. Clearwater, Florida is where they practice at in February before they get started with the real regular season in MLB. And they got a house, Bright House Field, I think is the name of it, is the Phillies Stadium out there in Clearwater. So I got a Clearwater Phillies shirt on, and I got the P on my hat like Jimmy Blues. So who am I going for between Clearwater, Florida, and Philadelphia? Honestly, man, if I'm trying to pick to win, I probably should pick Philadelphia because they have more talent than the Buccaneers. If I'm trying to pick with my family and my home city, I'm probably going to go with Philadelphia. So, what do I do? I'll pick the Eagles in this game. You know, honestly, I wasn't sure, but I don't think Tampa Bay has enough talent to sneak up on the Eagles. And I really hope the Eagles' first loss is against my LA Rams coming up in a couple weeks. So I need the Eagles to sleepwalk through this season till they see the Rams and start smelling themselves, thinking, hey, we're really good. So the Rams can sneak up on them. Because if the Buccaneers win this game, it's not going to bode well for the Rams trying to sneak up on the Eagles. They'll already be trying to improve much more with a loss to a team like the Buccaneers, who is really rebuilding, like how you mentioned with the Giants. The Buccaneers are a rebuilding team, and I don't think they have enough firepower to hang with Jalen Hurts and all them. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's the end of this week, man. Yo, Valesh, you got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yes, I'd like to say grace, mercy, and peace to all the people on the earth.
Grace, mercy, and peace to you as well out there, man. Enjoy your NFL Week 3. We'll catch you next time right here on Vegas Jackpot 100. One.